All right, everyone, welcome to
Hello.
5-Minute Reviews with Murray, Rob, and me. Even though Murray's initials are me. All right.
It's true.
I'm going to go next.
All right.
My comic is Home 2, issue 2. There's 5 comics of Home. For those who didn't read Home 1, congratulations. Your life is better for it. It was a retelling of the news's version of what happened or was happening during the Trump administration when immigrants were coming over the border and then children being separated from their parents. So the main character, who's a boy, escapes, and when we leave him, he blows a hole in the side of a building to escape, and he runs away. Now, it is well established that this little boy can run like the demon through hell. He has explosive hands. He has an explosive body, and he can run super fast. So he runs super fast through the forest, and then people catch up with him. So when you leave Home 1, he's running like super fast away, and then Home 2, they catch up with him, and they're like, "Oh, hey, buddy, what's going on?" So he freaks out.
Maybe he got really tired.
Yeah. So he falls asleep. Some people try to help him, and he gets freaked out, and then they run away. He remembers that he should call his aunt, and he goes to a Mexican restaurant, which honestly it will be run by a bunch of Indonesian or Filipino people. But no, he finds a Hispanic person working there or a Latino ex-person, and he uses the phone, which is a phone I haven't seen in the last 20 years. His aunt is magically there, and then they watch Ice brag about catching the 5th guy for the day. And that's it. Now, I don't have my counter on. Okay, well, yeah, 3 more minutes, 2 more minutes. The guy has an author's note in the back. Now, this is the guy that works at Kinko's. He's been shopping this idea around for a while, or so he says. He admits here that he didn't write Home number 2 until Home number 1 got released. And when you read through Home number 2, you can tell that it's got a different tone. It's not as I Hate America. It's more, yeah, you barely know that I'm from Guatemala. Which is okay. But it does feel weird. The timing's different, the pacing from number 1, the amount of content is different. There's very little reference to what already happened in number 1, except to go back and show the mother, and the mother's about to board a bus to go back to Guatemala. Also, the art style has seemingly taken a tank.
Oh,
And it wasn't great to start with.
no, it wasn't good to start with.
The aunt's eyes look like this.
Yep.
Okay.
And there are several guys in it that look more monkey than human. I gave Home 1 a 0 because it's a propaganda piece of crap.
And so
Yeah,
you decided to
I
read Home
remember. I
2.
remember this.
I'm gonna give Home 2 a 1.
Oh.
Hey.
And that means that it's on par with some DC comics that we recently read. So I mean, I didn't mind it. I felt like it was well self-contained as a comic. you didn't have to read number 1 to understand what's going on because it just didn't. Like this kid is not affected
Except
by what
for-
happened in number 1.
Except for, I think someone mentioned that I just skimmed through it to double check. They only have one little tiny note that says Spanish in like one little box.
Yes,
And so
right in the
it's-
beginning.
Really, really like you're like, why is there a bunch of red text later in the comic?
Yes. And they didn't have that in number 1.
Yeah.
So they must have got some complaints or something. Anyhow, that's it. That's a 5-minute review. I actually
Alright.
think like if this is number 1 and they put a little more context in that said, hey, we came from Guatemala, the border stuff was crap and I ran away. And that was like 3 panels and then they moved on. This would be a good comic. They need to
Was there
find a
any
better
superhero
artist.
stuff in this one?
Huh?
Was there any superhero stuff powers?
He runs really fast
Okay.
and he charges up when he's threatened by
okay.
people, but that's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't blow anything up.
Yeah, the other thing is the art. That would be the other thing that would have to go.
Yeah,
up.
it's so bad that at times
Yeah.
you don't know if it's a man or a woman.
Right. No,
Like the
it's
same-
rough.
The same character is like drawn 3 different ways, and they change sex in each
It's past.
pane.
It's pretty rough. Like
Yeah.
some of them are just like, oh, cool, it's Clayface from Batman.
So this is going
So
over 5
right there
minutes.
with DC.
But I'll say this: this story, if it was taken by a real writer and a real artist, it could be something. But no one
So-
wants to touch
make
the
it a
5-foot
movie.
pole because of how trashy the first comic was.
Yeah.
All right, that's 5-minute reviews. That was Home 2 and kind of Home 1 too.
1, 2.
We will be back with Rob's pick for today.
It'll be great.